Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. I'm Nick. Today I'm checking out this new deluxe edition of Alice Cooper's classic album, Billion Dollar Babies. There's a bunch of links down below, make sure you check them out. There's links for the Vinyl Den Facebook group, for the merch page, for the Spotify and Apple Music playlist I put together every week, and the Patreon page. Make sure you go check all that out. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we release new episodes. So this new deluxe edition of Billion Dollar Babies by Alice Cooper is pretty similar to both the Killer and School's Out releases that came out last year. Both of those had live material included in them. Both of them had some, rare demo kind of stuff that was included in those. But Billion Dollar Babies has long been my favorite Alice Cooper album, so it was definitely one I was looking forward to grabbing when it came out. I will say with those two releases last year, Rhino knocked out of the park with both of those. Both those, the presentation was great on them. Both of them were very true to the original packaging of those albums. They sound great. They look really cool. They have some really great material in them. That's the same. I'm sure the same thing is going to be with this Billion Dollar Babies release. It is says it's newly remastered, which is so I'm kind of interested to see how this compares to the. I've got the only thing I've got to I guess compare it to is the 2016. This is the Rhino Rocktober release from 2016. It was on this green splatter vinyl. So I had an older pressing of it, and I ended up selling it when I picked up this copy. I don't know, maybe a year or so back. It wasn't an original pressing. I want to say it was like a late 70s pressing of it. It sounded really good. I thought the 2016 pressing sounded even better than that older pressing I had. So that's why I sold the older one, kept the 2016. So I want to see how this compares, at least to the 2016 release. The thing I noticed right away where this is different than that 2016 pressing is, and you probably can't see it on camera here, is the snakeskin on the wallet is all embossed, where on the 2016 release, the only thing that was embossed was just the seal on there. So that's kind of cool. I'll see if I can get see if I can shine my light on there. Maybe you can see that the snake skin is actually embossed on the cover there. So that's kind of cool. It's very much in the spirit of that original pressing. That's how the original releases of this album, where it was all embossed like that. So on here you got the original album remastered and a live set from the Billion Dollar Babies tour, singles versions and rare tracks. It's the hype sticker on there. And on the back of it, just the standard release. Same thing, it's all embossed on there also. So you cut this thing open and take a look at it. And after I took the shrink wrap off, I guess there's one more thing I didn't notice. And that is and it might be something else kind of hard to see on camera here, is the coloring between these two pressings. Is this new deluxe version, the coloring on it's a little bit more vibrant than this one. I guess side by side, this 2016 pressing kind of looks a little dull color-wise. So all the older pressings of this was just a gatefold. So it's a little bit different on the inside. You have this new picture of Alice on the inside here. And then when you fold it back open, the rest of this is what the old gatefold looked like. So you got the punch-out cards here of the band, and then you've got the slide-out $billion bill here, which this is all perfectly replicates the original pressing. That's what the bill looks like. It's the back of it there. So that's kind of cool. I will say that the older pressing I had of it didn't have the bill in there, which I'm pretty sure the 2016 does have it. And then you've got just some pictures, and then the lineup of all the track listing on there. And then kind of comparing that to the 2016 pressing. This 2016 pressing is how all the versions of this album always came, just a standard gatefold with the standard pictures on the inside and the $billion bill on there. And this new $1 trillion deluxe edition is a 3 LP set. First LP is just the standard reissue of the album. Comes with this cool printed inner sleeve there, picture of the band with just lyrics on the back side of it. That's LP. That's LP1. Like I said, that's the remastered, the newly remastered version of the album. And then in with the second LP is this cool little booklet. Kind of go through. This has just a little blurb about all the different tracks in this packaging, the songs off the album, the live material, the outtakes. It's got stuff on here from Alice Cooper, Bob Ezrin, and some of the other guys in the band. This is kind of something cool to kind of go through and read. But typically this kind of stuff I just leave in the jacket once I go through it once or twice. So the second LP is kind of where I have a little bit of an issue, and that is only because it was previously released. It was just released a couple years ago for Record Store Day. It's the Houston, Texas show from April of '73. It is a little different than that release, though, and I'll kind of go through that here in a second. But just on standard black wax there. Looks cool. You know, it's a good-looking album. So what makes this different than this? So this is the $1 Billion Babies Live that was released for Record Store Day. I don't remember what year it was, 2021, maybe it was 2019 this came out. But it was a big release when it came out. It sounds fantastic. So at least I know this live show is really cool. What is different between this and this new pressing is when this was released, it's a 1 LP, came with a 7-inch. The bonus 7-inch had 2 additional live tracks on there. So what you're getting in this set is different than this because those 2 additional tracks don't come on a 7-inch. They're actually on the third LP of this. So on side 5 of this third LP, you've got the Schools Out Under My Wheels versions that are on that 7-inch, and then the rest of it is all outtakes on the rest of that side, and then side 6 are all the singles versions. So that's what we're getting on that third and final LP. All right, so this is where I'll cut the video real quick. I'm going to clean this thing up, give it a spin, compare it to that 2016 pressing, and see which version I like better. All right, so I got this thing all cleaned up. I did put it in an anti-static sleeve. I will say that I didn't notice a big difference between this and that 2016 pressing. I know Chris Bellman cut the lacquers on both of those, and I thought that for comparing those two side by side, there wasn't a big difference, a big enough difference to make me say that, you know, I think that if you already have that 2016 pressing, or if you've got an original pressing, I know the original pressings, sound great for this release. If you've got either one of those, if you've got that the RSD $1 Billion Babies live release, you know, I'm not sure there's enough in this package to make me really say, you know, recommend this to people, unless you are a big fan of this album like I am. You know, that's why I was really looking forward to it. But I think if you've got the live material already, if you've got the standard release of this album, I think you pretty much already have everything that's going to be included in this deluxe edition. Because I think that was the big thing that set those versions of Killer and Schools Out last year. I think that's what set them apart from older pressings of those albums, were how great the live material on both of those releases were. And I think it's kind of where they kind of swung and missed on this release, because I think had they included something that wasn't already available, or, you know, just released within the last few years, I think it would have been a really cool release. But, you know, I can't really recommend it just because, like I said, the live material is already available. They just released it a couple years ago. You know, the outtakes, I'm sure they're going to be good on here, but, you know, is that really something that a lot of people are going to listen to very often? Probably not. You know, you can pick this up on Amazon for like $70 or $75. So if, like I said, if you are a big Alice Cooper fan, if you're a big $1 Billion Babies fan, you know, it's cool in a grab. But if you're just kind of a casual fan, you already have the album, you pretty much already have everything that's going to be included in here. And I guess I don't really want to beat a dead horse too much, but that's the thing that really kind of, you know, I find disappointing about this album. You know, especially looking back at Killer last year. Killer's probably my second favorite Alice Cooper album, and that show from Puerto Rico that's included in that package is absolutely fantastic. One of the best live shows that Alice Cooper recorded in the 70s. And kind of comparing it to this one, like I said, the Houston show, it's a good show from 73, but, you know, it was just released a couple years ago. I think that's kind of the disappointing aspect about this album. But, you know, overall, I think it is still, you know, it's one I was still looking forward to grabbing, even though I knew that I was going to be disappointed by that live album, because I'm such a big fan of this album. Well, that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. Make sure you drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this release. Did you pick up a copy? Are you looking forward to grabbing a copy of it? Are you even a fan of $1 Billion Babies? You know, me personally, you know, I'm still glad I grabbed it. I'm not disappointed that much. I wish I wouldn't have bought it, because I'm such a huge fan of the album. I know the live stuff, it's disappointing to me. Like I said, when they released Killer last year, that Puerto Rico show that was included in there was absolutely fantastic. Made the album worth picking up last year. Whereas this one, you know, we just got the live album for Record Store Day a couple years ago. So, you know, like I said, I'm still glad I grabbed it. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. That's all I got. Until next time, keep on spinning. Peace.